So, first of all, let's talk about this Met Gala situation. Now, funny enough, I had recorded another video that was actually supposed to come up before this one, but you will hear that video later. So, more information is now coming out and more articles are coming out. Now, in the past week, people have kind of been talking about how the ticket sales are bad and the predictions were that Met Gala was not going to be performing as great as it used to. And it appears those articles might have gotten to the other side because tell me why now all of a sudden there are articles flying around countering the earlier claims. And the funny thing is now the counter claims are coming attached with a name. Now that entire ticket, paying, seat filling situation, I'm sorry, but my antennas are way erect and waiting, okay, because something is definitely going on. Now, before I get into my conspiracy theories, obviously, allow me to talk about what Forbes is now claiming to be predicting, okay? This is what they're predicting. They are saying that the 2026 Met Gala is set to surpass the record breaking 31 million raised in 2025 due to the Beyonce effect. Okay, so now not only are they countering those claims, but they are also attaching a name to the success if it so happens, which makes me feel like somebody might have offered to supplement the ticket sales as long as it was going to be attached to their name. Now, in the video I posted yesterday when we were talking about the struggling ticket sales and stuff like that, I was really defending her. I said, you know what, these YT people will give you something that's no longer breathing, and they want you to take the fall. I don't think that this failure has got anything to do with her. If anything, she was handed in, unalived horse to run with, right? I was defending her, but now to see the counterclaims coming, claiming success with her name attached on it, it's making me question a lot of things. Because we all know at this point that herself and her family are desperate for a cleanse of their reputation, because not only in the black community but even with the YTs, people have been giving them a side eye, especially after the e-files dropped. People have been giving them a side eye from the black community, saying that, so all this while you sold us out and you have been acting like you're this messiah, meanwhile you're taking under the table negotiations and stuff like that. People have kind of been feeling that way, and so the Met Gala, I'm now beginning, was strategically accepted as a way of cleansing her own reputation. Because why is your name attached to the whole of Met Gala? She's not hosting by herself, she has a co-host, right? Why is that co-host not also attached to the success or failure of this? It truly does not make any sense, and I hope they don't waste their money giving out free tickets or buying tickets for other people just to beat the $31 million record they are trying to beat, okay? Because it's not worth it, really. That being said, also, let's talk about the dynamics surrounding the Met Gala, because now Cosmo is out there putting out an article claiming that Nicki Minaj has been banned from Met Gala. Oh my God. And how conveniently they are now saying that, oh, according to a source that doesn't have a name. Now it's Nikki has been banned from Met Gala. Like, for someone they're trying to cancel, they do too much. Why can't you guys just do your events and leave her out? Is she the only celebrity that's not attending? We heard Rihanna is not attending, Zendaya is not attending. But you guys didn't see the need to come up with an article talking about, oh, they're not coming for these reasons. But when it's Nicki Minaj, you have to go above and beyond to try and somehow make it about her. I've never seen anything like this, honestly. I've never ever witnessed anything like this. It can be the Grammys, it will be about Nicki Minaj. I never did I think that the Met Gala would be an event that would be attached to Nicki Minaj somehow. Because this is not the first Met Gala that she's not attending. She has skipped a lot of Met Galas before. So why is this a thing right now? And what exactly would be the reason for her to be banned from the Met Gala when the sponsors themselves are even MAGA? You see, like, it's ridiculous. And how Forbes is coming up with these new predictions, and Cosmo on the other hand is talking about Nicki Minaj, everything just gives off calculated. Leave that woman alone. Let us see you writing an article about why Rihanna is not attending. Write an article about why Zendaya is not attending. Write that. How about that? Why is it always about Nicki Minaj? And they said, oh, Nicki, the calls from Hollywood were no longer getting picked. The ridiculousness and the dramatization of the situation is just something that you're just like, okay, you guys, what exactly are you trying to achieve here? Let me look for the actual wording. The actual wording, I mean, of the, I said wedding. The actual wording of the claims. It was so bad to the point that a community note had to be put up. Anyway, they said back in February, Naughty by Nice Rob Shatter reported that Nicki would apparently be shut out of the 2026 Met Gala following several politically charged rants. According to an insider, Nicki's invitations did not just slow down, they vanished. Hollywood stopped returning her calls. This isn't subtle anymore. She has been shut out. As if she cares, as if anyone cares. Like, please get out of our faces with this BS. Like, what do you think this is? 1990. This is not the 90s anymore. This is not as dramatic as you guys are trying to make it seem. Like, Nicki has been shut out as if it's going to do anything. and writing all this drama about a lady who told you that she's not into industry parties and fake agendas and stuff like that. And we all know that most likely the reason why she was attending those Met Galas after all is because of a relationship with Anna Wintour, because probably she was just like, listen, this lady put me on in front of Vogue, and let me just honor her invite by attending. You really think that it had anything to do with her rands? When Jeff Bezos is out there being the center of the fundraising, the center of the event, and all of a sudden you guys are drawing the line with Nicki Minaj. If she has been banned, then maybe it was Beyonce. I'm just saying, because what the F? Which would be ridiculous if that's the case. But I also just want us to take this time to actually look at the dynamics that might be going on behind the scenes. I touched on this briefly as I told you. So, is it not concerning or interesting? Let me say interesting, not concerning. Is it not interesting for you guys that the year that Anna Wintour steps a little bit back from the Met Gala is the year that Beyonce is attending? And of course, the ordeal with Rihanna happened, but I don't think that she was still going to attend Met Gala this year, even if the ordeal had not happened. Nicki Minaj is not attending, Zendaya is not attending. I don't know, you guys. And Beyonce herself stopped attending Met Gala at some point when Anna Wintour was there. And those who know Anna say that she has no celebrity that is too big in her face. So, am I crazy for thinking that maybe somewhere along the way, some tension happened? Am I crazy to think that Anna's relationship with Rihanna, because she definitely likes her, and she respects anyone who's a fashion icon, really truly, and don't you think that maybe Anna prioritizing Rihanna and showing her so much love over certain people that feel like their old love and respect might have caused some tension? Like, what are the odds that in the same year that Anna steps down, Beyonce steps in as co-chair, co-host, whatever, and Rihanna doesn't attend, and Nicki doesn't attend, and I don't know, you guys. Let me know in the comment section what you think about that dynamics. And Kelly all of a sudden is now attending. Like, it's almost giving me like that those mean girls in high school where one person feels wronged and she kind of gives the order that we're not attending anymore. And then the cool girl makes up with the with the organization, and the minions are told, let's go and attend again. But let me know in the comment section what you think about this chaos. I've never seen so much drama surrounding Met Gala like this year. This is just one of those years where I'm like, before the fashion, we already have drama, we already have theater, because what is this? Moving on to Chris Brown, yesterday we spoke about how TMZ was reporting that there were some pew pew shots head outside of his house. He's coming out here and denying all those things and basically calling out TMZ. He does not want them to play with his name, okay? It was basically like, listen, find something else to play with, find something else to clickbait with, not my name. He's distancing himself from the situation and he's saying TMZ should refrain attaching his name to a situation that has absolutely nothing to do with him or his residence. So he's tired also of TMZ and their shenanigans, okay? So let me know in the comment section what you think about that as well. Now, moving on to the next thing that we're going to be talking about, let us talk about Bongo 2 and Advovo BBL. So it appears Advovo BBL attended Bongo 2's last show. They took some pictures together. They were hanging out together, and it appears their friendship is probably intact. Or do they need that for PR? I don't know. But yeah, Advovo BBL stepped out to show solidarity and support to Bongo 2 during these trying times of the breakup. Okay, now I've never seen so much drama. How long have these guys been dating for all this chaos to happen over people who are dating? Like, oh my god. But anyway, that being said, it's a good thing they're showing each other love. Okay, they should stick together. And I do feel like whilst they're at it, Bongo 2 can pass Advovo BBL kind of some tips on picking the men and not, suddenly thanking men with the heads of human beings. Because in as much as Bongo 2 might have been cheated on, I do believe that selection in men is still not as bad as Advovo BBL. Bongo 2 also has mastered the story, the tactic of Plan B. Okay, I'm just playing with the Plan B thing. I just mean the skill of contraception, and I respect her for that. Okay, because with how she's handling this breakup, imagine if a child was involved. It would have been crazy on her part. And for that, I will say that she's a wise one, and she's stingy with her womb, and I like women who are stingy with their wombs. Okay, and for that, she should probably give some tips. I know she's the one getting consoled right now, but it wouldn't hurt to pass a little bit of advice to the other one. But anyway, let me know in the comment section what you think about that link up. What's interesting though is how we haven't seen Glow tweeting something in solidarity or even attending some of these shows. So it must be true that indeed, Lottery and what's her name, and Cousin Sloth, I mean Glorilla, it must be true that they fell out with the two ladies, okay? And it appears that Bongo 2 had thought that he had successfully snatched, Cousin Sloth away from Advovo BBL, and now they've done it. It's a crazy dynamic actually when you look at it. The whole It's not even a triangle at this point because lottery is also involved. It's crazy. But anyway, let's move on to the next thing that we're going to be talking about. Tasha K is being called colorist, okay? They are accused of being jealous. I put that in quotes because it's ridiculous. Of being jealous of light skinned women. And this is coming from none other than Mona, okay? Who looks absolutely gorgeous, beautiful because she has some light skin. Well, at least that's the energy that she's giving me. She thinks that to a certain extent, having a light skin is superior because why else would this be a reason for someone to be jealous? And people like this annoy me so much because they make it seem like every light skinned person has that mentality that they are superior in some way or that their skin complexion is something to be jealous of. Don't do that. This is bad PR for the rest of the group, okay? It's not fair on every light skinned person because people will start to think that this is what everyone thinks who is light skinned. Because what do you mean Tasha K is jealous of light skinned women? Jealous is an interesting way to put it. If she had said hate, I probably would have understood. Jealous? Oh my god, Mona, what is this? What is this? For me, it's just the concept of her thinking that that's something superior to be jealous of. I've never seen dark skinned women coming on the internet saying that light skinned women are mean to us because they're jealous of us. I've never heard them saying that. I've never ever heard dark skinned women saying that. I've never. It's always the light skinned women who come online and spew nonsense like this and make it seem like it's a group thing when it's not. But anyway, let me insert a clip of what Mona had to say. And I'm like, you guys could have beefed and you could have had your back and forth without including this, without making it about about colorism and all of it. Like, this is nonsense. This is absolute nonsense and reckless. And you would think that someone who really talks for a living would know this, but apparently no. Now Tasha is a lot of things, messy, petty, but to everyone alike. When you actually do pay attention to it, it's never about you having a light skin or not. She's just a messy human being, in my own opinion, and it's got nothing to do with someone's complexion. And to reduce it to that shows something really, really concerning because out of all the people that Tasha has spoken about, you are reducing them to their complexion. You are saying there's nothing else that Tasha can be jealous of except the complexion of their skin. If you're talking with regards to Advocate BBO, you're telling us that when Tasha looks at Advovo BBO, she has nothing else to be jealous of except her skin complexion. Oh, okay. Skin color? I don't know. With Advovo BBO, since she's not black, do we say color or complexion? I don't know. And you're saying that about yourself, that